It is Russia's second-largest city and also a very significant transportation hub. Until recently, it was the transit station for container trains and ships. This historic town was established back in the 19th century as Russia's gateway to the west. It has an access to the Baltic Sea and connections with Europe through the Baltic states. Yet, all of those advantages became far less relevant after February 24th. That's when things started changing, but not just for St. Petersburg. Suddenly, there were much fewer container trains traveling from China to EU through Russia.
In total, during the 5 months, transport levels in the China-Europe-China directions was down 11% last year. Transport from China to Europe was hit the most due to pressure related to sanctions. They dropped the most. At the same time, compared with last year, we have seen an increase in transport from Europe to China.
According to Markov, the most significant drop was recorded in April, while June's figures did show some signs of recovery. Western sanctions aimed at Russia have inflicted much damage on global supply chains, with the trade links between Europe and China through Russia among those to be suffering the most. At the same time, ties between the Russian and Western economies have been almost entirely cut. So, Russia is now looking more and more to the east, and particularly towards China.
The future development of the Russian economy under sanctions will depend a lot on how our two great nations, China and Russia, can collaborate. We have a strong foundation laid, and our task today is not to put that collaboration in the shade, but to make it more transparent, open and trustful.
Regardless of what's happening in Ukraine, the world economy must go on, and this means one of its major contributors, China-EU trade, must find a way forward. Local experts here are against the idea of finding alternatives to Russia's transit routes, which are the shortest and cheapest means of transporting goods between the two sides. They say such an endeavor wouldn't just be very costly to Russia, China and the EU, but the entire world.